Parrish Hodges here, and I'm standing here with the gorgeous Joanna Borne. How are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I see you're very, very, very giggly, so that's good.
I'm very excited and slightly nervous, but mostly excited. So it's the first show I would have ever played since I had dropped my songs.
Oh, so this is a very exciting night for you, huh?
Yeah. It's a new landmark here, so.
Well, so how does it feel to be a part of this everything but country music movement?
I was gonna say, when I found out that this was a thing, like everything but country music, I was pumped. I was like, oh, thank God. Like, there's something out there like this, and I just love it. I've gone to the shows, and I've loved it. I've always wanted to be a part of it. And I reached out to my friend, Jarell, and I was like, hey, can I be, like, a part of this? And I got a call the next day. I was like, sweet. So I'm really excited to be a part of it, so, yeah.
Well, your voice is very angelic. When I first heard you, I was like, wow, this girl can sing, you know? Not sing, but sing. Your voice is like so smooth. Like milk or something. I don't know.
As long as it's not curdled tonight, we're good.
I know, right? It's got to be smooth milk.
It's gotta be smooth.
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell us about your upcoming single, Lovers.
That is coming out pretty soon. I don't have like an exact date yet, but it's actually about a song where I'm actually just talking to myself and talking to God, and He just healing from past relationships that were harmful to me. And I always used to like give too much of myself to somebody, like too fast emotionally, and I've learned to not do that. And it's basically a song that kind of puts it in a vehicle of a true story, but it's also a warning. Be careful, because love can hurt too. And so it's like, be careful who you give your heart to. It's like a warning of like, don't do what I did, even though we all do it, but like most people, but just kind of like how much it hurts, you know.
So you dropping a little bit of advice in this single.
Well, it's just me being emotional.
Emotional is
People
good.
can relate to it, or you know, reflect on it. So
I think people will most definitely relate to it. Everybody's been through something like that. So your single Carousel, you talk about your struggle with OCD, and it takes a lot to be, you know, that vulnerable.
Yeah.
So what made you make that decision to, you know, talk about it in a song?
I actually was inspired by the rapper NF. I heard his song Clouds, and it just, like, the lyrics to Clouds was amazing. Like, it's like holding on to songs this long is daunting. Like, I just was like, wow, yeah. Like, it really attaches to anything that I really care about deeply, like my morality, my music. My music, a big one, because I care about it a lot. My relationships, it just attaches to things that, and I've learned to deal with it and cope with it, so no one really knows, but I know that I'm struggling with it, and it's really hard, especially when going through like tweaking your music and making it perfect. So I hang on to songs a little too long. That's even me, like, to be announced. I haven't announced the date yet, because I'm like, am I sure that, you know. But yeah, I decided to talk about it because NF talks about it, and I'm grateful that he does, or else I would feel really alone.
I'm glad more people are talking about it. So what advice do you have for others who may be struggling with OCD or just, you know, anything else in general?
The advice for anyone struggling with OCD is the same advice that I've gotten, and it's basically the advice that you don't want to have. It's, if you don't want to do it, you have to do it. If you don't want to face that fear, you have to face it. It's like doing a certain task may seem like facing a gigantic grizzly bear that's about to kill you, even though that's not the case. But unfortunately, you got to face that gigantic grizzly bear that you've made in your head in order to get over it. OCD is very different. Anxiety is very different. Then sometimes you have to like face it. You can't avoid it. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Do you have any last words before you get on that stage and perform?
No. I can't. But thank you. It was wonderful to meet you, and I'm really excited to be a part of this. And I'm just so excited to see everybody perform. I've been looking up all the other artists I'm going to perform with, and I'm just really excited to watch everybody and just be a part of the music tonight.